Hello, my dear insightful parents. In our news segment called The Other Side, a different take in 15 minutes. Today we have Niyati Shah. She's a counselor, she's a TEDx speaker, she's an author, and she is the topmost, I would say, the topmost sexuality educator in our country. And in 15 minutes, I've asked her to address three things. Where the first one being, why is it important for parents to talk to their children about sexuality? And second one is, at what age and how should they go about it? And third one is, how to handle these tough questions which come up suddenly. So without losing any more time, handing over to you, Niyati. Please go ahead and take the center stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bimal. And yes, without delaying any further, I'm going to share my screen with you so that it's right there in front of you. And here we go. So hello, my dear parents, and I am honored to be right here in front of you and speaking to you about sexuality education. The first main three things that I speak about sexuality education is one, first thing is to eradicate the taboo behind the sexuality education, because most of us understand sexuality education as sex education and as sex, which is sexual intercourse, but it's not like that. The taboo is around the negative impact people have because of the addiction or the wrong decisions they make. So eradicate the taboo so that we can educate ourselves and our children around this topic to help them live a safe and a healthy sexual life. We all understand we need it. We all need it. And the final thing we are taking this journey is to empower ourselves, empower our children. Why? There is the next question that Bimal has already asked us. Why is it important for parents to talk to children about sexuality? First thing, even though I have not put it here, parents are the first source of information or the first source where children go to when they need something. Their curious minds is asking for information. They are feeling certain things. They are watching certain things. A lot of content is coming to them. And hence the parents are the safest and the best source where children can come and speak to you about this topic. So yes, the points I have got down here is this generation is genuinely faster than what we were in our times. They want to know more. They want to know now. Exposure to digital content is huge. They might be doing a project for school, but at the same time, you don't know what pop-up comes on that same screen and they go click on it just because it is, right in front of their face and it looks something that they've not seen anywhere else. So exposure to this digital content is the main reason why today parents have to take up this topic and speak to the children, even though sex is intuitive. Sex as an act is intuitive, but the responsibility around it and the hygiene around it is something that we need to speak to them. There's no safe platform for children to learn. There is no one site or no one place where we can say, go here and that's all you need to know. Even if there's ample content available, which may not be according to their age. So there is no safe platform for them to learn, nor the teachers, nor the school, nor any other adults are talking to our children. And that is why we should take it up to speak to them. Their curiosity is high. And as I said, all the information is on the fingertips. So they can just go to Google and Google the question that comes to them or the words they hear. And you don't want them doing that. That's why you need to talk to them. Children have become more vocal and they are more explorative. They will ask you questions, but if you don't answer them, they know you are not the person they should go to. If you lie to them, they know that you are not the person to go to. So even though they are vocal, you need to be vocal too. So speak it out. And to speak, first you will have to educate yourself. They are explorative. They do not stop with one resource. They will go to multiple. So if they know you are the person who's giving them the right information and an information with responsibility, even if they learn about the same information from somewhere else, they will know that you are a better person to come and speak to. So, and no one to learn from, as I earlier mentioned. The schools are not speaking. Initially in olden times, I remember my grandmom teaching me about sex education indirectly. She's never sat me down, but there were so many ways she's taught me that. But we don't do it with our children. We are more closed. We are more fearful than what our ancestors or our parents or grandparents were. So these are the most important reasons why you should be talking to your children about sexuality. Now, just one point I will make here. Sexuality is not just about the sex act. Sexuality is more about everything that has to do with the reproductive system, whether it's your body, whether it's your desires, whether it's your emotional state, all of it. So it's not just the sex you're talking about. Very quickly, let me take the next one. What is the ideal age for the talk? There is no particular age as such, but here, as I mentioned, when your child is 0 to 3 years of age, you be gender neutral to them. Teach the correct names of all the body parts, which means no nicknames for vulvas and penises, no nunus, no pipis, okay? So teach the correct names of all body parts. 4 to 7 years, teach them about safe and unsafe touch. No video, you have to show, you have to talk to them, you have to explain it to them part by part. Instill respect from this age itself. You respect them, teach them how to respect everybody else. 8 to 11 years, continue with safe and unsafe touch, even though they are older and may be able to handle themselves, but they still need to know. And introduce the puberty stage, introduce what are the growth spurts they are going to go through. 12 to 14 years, explain puberty in depth. That means explain complete periods, why they happen, what happens, what is a wet dream, what are erections, what are ejaculations. Explain it in depth. Introduce attraction to them. When I say introduce attraction, do not share stories where they feel they have to be attracted to somebody. Don't make it very glamorous, but at the same time, let them know that they will feel attracted to somebody and it's okay and everything around it. Talk about relationships. Now here your child is also watching you and your spouse of the relationship you share. So be mindful about that and explain the sexual intercourse. This is the time, this is an apt time. If your child has not asked you, you speak to them about it. 15 to 18 years, please go into depths into talking about sex, pregnancy, and contraceptives. Very, very important, not because they will indulge themselves, but because they are curious, they are exploring, all the peers are talking. It is better that the right information comes from you first. Sexting is something I want all parents to take it up with their children because we understand the dangers behind it. Respect and consent. Continue the respect and introduce consent to this new generation who is all about instant gratification. Please, please teach respect and consent to your child. And how should you go about it? See, information is available everywhere, but you will need to attend a workshop, go to a mentor, like how Bimal is doing parenting. Parenting is so in a way intuitive, but no, times have changed. We are not parenting our children the way we were parented, you know, if I can use those words. Similarly, attend these workshops, have mentors to learn the skill. Information is there everywhere. Read newspapers, articles, good books with good authors who've given information. Watch videos, watch your mentors talking. There's so much information available. Listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks. Be comfortable with the subject. Now this is a skill which you will need to learn. Do not judge others for their choices. And this is one of the way you will understand that sexuality is vast, it's huge, and there's a huge spectrum of people under it. So don't judge anybody because of their choices. Understand the importance of this education. Begin with smaller talks, you know, just simple safe, unsafe touch, body parts, what is the scenario around. Talk to your peers, other parents, that's what I mean. Begin with your spouse. If you want to be comfortable with this subject, start talking about your own sexual life with your spouse and see how you will be comfortable talking about this. Start with the lighter topics also with children. If your children have grown to a certain age and you have to go back to begin with, start with lighter topics. No teasing the children. No telling them that, oh, this is your boyfriend or girlfriend and this is how it is. No, you will not be teasing your children because somewhere they feel that I'm not good enough. So that is not something you will be doing. Answer their questions honestly. There will come a time when your child might ask you something before you have decided to educate them. Do not tell them you're young or you're small to understand. Give them the answer, but yes, keep in mind that it's age appropriate. All right. How to handle the tough questions. Now this, I'm going to go a little slow and take one full minute because it's important. Listen to the full question. When your child asks you a question that you are not ready for, listen to the full question. Know where it came from. Has the child read it somewhere? Has a peer told him? Where is the question coming from? That will give you a guidance to how to answer him. Pause and think before you start talking. Okay, it's not a competition. No teachers asking you to raise your hand and answer. Pause and think, then reply. And if you don't have the answer, buy time if you need. When I say buy time, you tell him or her, give me a day, let me think about it, the best way to explain it to you, then go back and explain. It's not a route to escape, but something that your child needs to know, that mom or dad may not know everything, but at the same time, he or she will go get the information and give it to me. So buy time if you need so. So these were my answers to you with all the questions that Bimal has asked. And there goes me. Thank you so much for listening. I'll give the rest 3 minutes to Bimal now.
Thank you. Can you stop the share, Niyati? Yes. Thank you, Niyati. I think that was a lot of valuable information in a really short time, and that was the whole idea of starting this. And I'm so glad that we have you to start with. I've interacted with you, and the amount of knowledge and understanding that you have is tremendous. So I would like to ask you if. One is, I would like to know if you do conduct workshops on this for parents or for kids. I know you're author of 2 books, and I'll be putting the links of your books down. And I've realized that that's one of the best ways to introduce children into, like, I'll give you my example. When my daughter, I gave her a book, everything about sexuality, body, intercourse, sex, and everything. And so I asked her, why do you know why I gave the book to you? She said, yeah, because you don't want to have the talk. I said, no, I'm more than willing to have the talk. Okay, the book would explain to you in a scientific manner, maybe much better than how I can explain. But whatever questions you have, please come and ask us. Feel free. If I can give you the book, then know that we are open for that discussion. Then I asked it, would you like me to read with you? Is it you? No. So a lot of kids are reluctant to discuss these subjects with the parents. So book would be a good starting point. And then get expert help from somebody like Niyati, attend a workshop and get more information. And another thing I wanted to ask, this is for all the parents who are watching this. Would you like to have a live interaction with Niyati? If you may have questions, we can have a Facebook Live with her. I've already asked her, she's more than willing to do that. So let us know. The whole idea of this group is to give you as much value as possible. So please feel free. We can have an interaction with Niyati live. So thank you so much, Niyati. We have finished with a minute or 2 to spare. Thank you for taking the initiative. Thank you for your heart. For doing this for all of us.
No, thank you so much, Bimal. And it's always a pleasure to connect with you and your group of parents. And I'm looking forward for this Q&A to happen if that is happening. And I would love to interact with all of you. And thank you once again for listening to me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.